So we are the second largest elementary district in Illinois. We educate roughly 12,000 very diverse students across 20 schools. We also service students in 7 municipalities. I think the district is known for its diversity and for the way that we see that diversity as an asset. So they're diverse from an academic perspective, they're diverse culturally, economically. We embrace our cultural differences, our economic differences. I think most people would tell you that's why they moved to this area. They like the mix of students and just the variety of supports and services and programs that the school district provides. So 12 of our 20 schools received construction as part of this referendum, some just interior renovations. Where we're standing today, TJ was a major construction renovation because it was an elementary school. Prior to this fall, it had been one of our smaller elementary schools. Part of the work of moving 15 forwards to balance enrollment across all 20 of our facilities. We had some of our schools that were overcrowded and some that were underutilized. In doing listening tours, when I started as the superintendent, the Hoffman Estates community was very interested in determining whether or not they would be able to bring a middle school to Thomas Jefferson. Part of the analysis was to determine if this could become a middle school. We did a lot of work with our architects, Nicholas, our construction managers, village engineers, and it was determined that we could. So this school received a significant addition. We are standing in the science wing. Below us we have a new cafeteria, a collegiate style gym. We've also received new STEM labs here. We have a lot of common area flex spaces for students and teachers to learn. There's also a new library that had been converted into a library that would be exciting and engaging for middle schoolers. So a lot of work has been done here at TJ Middle School, and it has just become really our flagship facility. It is stunning. Another community kind of asset that was added as part of this project is we now have a full middle school size track out there. So our students are very excited, our PE department was thrilled, but you can also see members of the community walking on the track on a regular basis. So really having that track and the field space that accompanies it has been very nice. So it's been just a very nice project and a great way to collaborate with a local municipality. They were very excited to really help us make this TJ Middle School dream become a reality. So our referendum was actually $186 million. It had been 34 years since the community had said yes to District 15. So as I started 6 years ago, it was one of my big directives to get this referendum passed. So we did a lot of work trying to learn why the referendum didn't pass or why the community was consistently saying no to the district when they had said yes to the police department and the library and even to our local community college. And really what it boiled down to was they wanted all of our schools and communities and students to benefit. So the Moving 15 Forward plan came into kind of formation in reality over the course of a 3-year period. And then we went out and campaigned for over a year to finally get that yes. Right from the beginning, Nicholas was at the table as we were starting to really vision for this referendum. We were looking at the totality of need in terms of construction, but it was also going to be moving students, moving staff, potentially redefining a whole building from elementary to middle. And they were with us every step of the way because every dream that we had to map it out. What would be all the moving parts in order to bring full-day kindergarten, in order to convert a school, in order to have more engaging learning spaces. They came at it from a facility perspective, but also with a financial lens because construction is expensive. So they really helped us map out what needed to be done, the associated cost, and then they spent a lot of time with us in terms of the timeline because we were moving forward as if the referendum were a yes. So once we had that yes in November, we were ready to roll right away in December, and that's because they were just the power behind all of our ideas, and they were strong partners. It is kind of what they're known for, and I would say in reality, they walk that walk and they talk the talk. They're with us every step of the way. It's been decades that I've known the Nicholas family. I started with Nick Sr. back when I was a principal. They were our partners with a significant shift for a very small district in Northbrook. When I became an assistant superintendent in Skokie, we brought Nicholas in to help us with the project on those schools. And then when I was a superintendent in Park Ridge, they did the same. So I have used Nicholas and Associates for several decades, and they always live up to their word. They're strong partners. They're with you. Just make sure you hit on budget, on time, and just always with a lot of support and just the personal touch that I think they're most known for.